My name is Dulce Alvarez, and I'm going to be doing a cow eye dissection today. First, I will do a walkthrough of the external structures and regions of the eye. The ficus tunic makes up of the cornea, which is the blue area, bluish cloudy area, and the sclera, which is the white part of the eye. The cornea turns cloudy or dark blue after the cow has died. A cow's eye only has 4 muscles to help the cow's eye go up, down, or side to side, versus the human eye has 2 extra muscles that help the eye rotate. Now I will be cutting into the cow's eye around the cornea. After cutting into the cornea, the aqueous humor fluid came out from the anterior chamber. Now I will cut into the sclera to separate the front of the eye to the back. This is the iris from the outside, and it will shrink. The iris will shrink to allow or limit the amount of light going into the eye. From the inside of the eye, the iris has little muscles that help it contract, and the pupil would be in the middle to help the iris. The pupil is what absorbs the light, and the iris is what would be the color of the eye. The iris contracts or expands to allow or limit the amount of light going into the pupil. The vascular tunic consists of the middle layer of the eye wall, the choroid, the ciliary body, and the iris. On the inside of the eye, posterior of the iris, you can see the muscles that help the iris contract, which are the little lines. It helps the iris contract to limit the amount of light going into the pupil. Inside the sensory tunic is the lens and the retina. The lens is inside of this gelatin, which I learned is made up of water and protein, which is this gelatin substance. This is the lens, and it observes upside down because the brain processes it upside down in order to produce the image into the brain. The innermost layer of the eye is the retina. The retina is light sensitive, which is what causes the blind spot. Cow eyes have a different structure that is called the tapetum. It is what causes the eye to reflect blue instead of absorb light. I'm gonna try to open it so that I can show the tapetum in more depth and the retina. Inside the eye is also the optic disc. And it falls into the eye, and it is whenever the pressure in the eye, it lays flat against the back of the eyeball. We're gonna turn to the posterior side of the eye, and this is gonna be the optic nerve, which connects to the brain and sends the message so that the brain can read the image that the eye is seeing. The anterior chamber is in between the cornea and the lens, which is what holds the aqueous humor. And the posterior chamber is in between the lens and the gelatin that holds the lens to help protect it and reflect the light. In the posterior cavity is what holds the vitreous humor, which is that other substance that was darker in color. What I thought was most interesting in this video was the tapetum, because I didn't know that that was a difference. I thought all eyes had it, and that how it reflects the color, which is why you see a reflection when you see animals. Instead, you see a glow instead of the human eye absorbs the light, which is why it doesn't reflect. Thank you for watching my video.